Hello, teacher friends. It's Mrs. Jones here. I just came up with this really cool way to grade student work. I have always used a rubric to grade student writing. And one of the things that I've kind of struggled with, and because the kids have struggled with a bit, is that they're not seeing what I'm seeing. And so sometimes they'll say, well, why did I get this certain score? Like they're not seeing it. And so I came up with this idea of highlighting the different parts of the rubric. So you can see here for this particular piece of writing, we're working on writing 2 reason paragraphs. And the 3 skills that I want them to be able to demonstrate mastery for are that they're indenting for each paragraph, that they have 2 sentences that begin with my blank reason and my first reason and my second reason, and that after that reason sentence, they have at least two additional detailed sentences per paragraph. And notice how I've highlighted this in green, pink, and orange. So let's go over to this student writing. We'll take it one at a time. Did they indent? So I teach my students to put a dot to show where that indent goes. And you can see that he did indent for the first paragraph, but not for the second. He wrote the dot, but he didn't go down to the next line. So he would get 1 point out of the 2 possible points. And he can see that by the fact that I have 1 green dot. So it's almost like, yeah, I'm checking that. This dot doesn't count. It's not indented, so it's not colored green. Then he should have at least 2 sentences that begin with my blank reason is. And you'll notice I've highlighted that in pink. My first reason is, and my second reason is. So he would get 2 possible points for that one. Then the last thing is at least 2 additional detailed sentences per paragraph. And you'll notice that he's got, my first reason is the candy, and then he starts a new sentence here. The Hershey's Kisses, sorry, I'm trying to read through the camera here. Hershey's Kisses, and don't forget the heart-shaped lollipops with heart sings. Okay, so there is one sentence there, but notice how then he goes right on to his second reason. So he only has 1 detail sentence to connect to this reason. So I highlighted 1, but that's it, because this one, he wrote, my reason is the parties, and you notice how he just kept going with his reason sentence. So in this case, he's not getting 2 additional detail sentences per paragraph. He's just got 1 for this 1 paragraph. I found this was just such an eye-opening experience for students that actually I had several who said, oh, can I fix this like right now? Can I just go back and like rewrite this? And I'm like, sure. And it, like I said, it was super motivating to them. We ended up gluing this into their notebooks along with the rubric, just so they could have a visual representation of how they're doing. Now we're going to be redoing this assignment as a whole class today, but we're going to be typing it. Going from handwriting to typing, it feels like it's a different assignment, but basically it's going to be the same thing, and seeing if they learned from this activity. So I hope this really helps you when you're looking for a way to give your students additional feedback when it comes to their writing. And so they are seeing what you are seeing. It's such a simple idea.